have my little monitor set up so I can record a show for you guys. This is a vegan cake. It's very simple to make. It doesn't use any eggs, no butter. It bakes up pretty quickly. You use an ungreased pan, and in no time at all, you have a beautiful cake. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you're looking for authentic Belizean recipes, then you're in the right place. My name is Barbara, and this is Cooking Made Simple. When I was measuring out the ingredients for this cake, I was thinking to myself, what is the distilled white vinegar going to react with in the cake, right? Usually it's with baking soda, so that's when I realized that I had measured out baking powder instead of baking soda, and I think the cake would have flopped, all right? So let's run through the ingredients while I get this cake together. This is one of these one bowl cakes. So this is 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and I did not sift it. To this, I'm adding 2 cups of granulated white sugar, or regular white sugar. I'm making sure that you guys can see. And then to this, I'm adding, let's see how much baking cocoa. 5 tablespoons. I don't know what the cake's gonna be called because I got the recipe online and the people didn't name the cake. They just said, somebody gave me this recipe, try it. So I'm trying it, all right? And then of course the baking soda, 1 teaspoon. The salt, 1 teaspoon, and I am going to put the salt because this cake doesn't call for butter. Normally when I use butter, because I buy salted butter only, I don't put salt in the stuff because it's just already too much salt. And then let me go ahead and give this a whisk. Oh, let me stop and put my oven up to 350. Bring that up to temp. Let me just whisk all the dry ingredients together. They say when I start adding the wet ingredients, I'm supposed to start with a fork instead of with a whisk or spatula or whatever. Do not beat. They said do not beat. That's the main thing. So, full disclosure, I'm trying this recipe for the first time on camera with you guys. Next, I'm gonna add it in sequence of how they add it. I'm gonna add the 2 cups of cold water, and this is cold water from my dispenser, not from I didn't put ice in it. And then the vegetable oil is 2/3 of a cup. Okay, the distilled white vinegar is 2 tablespoons, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. And at that point they say stir it with a fork, so I'm going to stir with a fork. I tend to follow instructions the way I see them the first time I'm trying a recipe, and then at that point, if I see where things could be easier or done better, oh, I hear the let me shut up. I hear the vinegar reacting with. It probably is reacting with not just the baking soda, but also with the baking cocoa in here. And I'm supposed to bake this in a 9 by 13 pan that's not greased. Not greased, not floured. Let me get all this stuff out the way here. Ooh, no. Spoon, why are you going to drop in there? A fork, why are you going to drop in there? So they say stir it with a fork. Do not overmix. I wondered how chocolatey this cake would look because it's not a lot of baking cocoa to go with 3 whole cups of flour. But it's looking pretty gosh darn good. What do you guys think? Let me show it to this camera here. What do you guys think? Isn't that gorgeous? This is so simple to put together. It's almost like doing a box cake. Huh. Okay. I'm making sure the bottom is all powder free. Let me grab a spatula right here to see how the bottom looks. Not to mix it, but just to see if there's any dry spots. Let's see. Yeah, I see a couple over here. We don't want those dry spots to plume when we're putting it in the baking thing, right? And thank you, Cindy, for sending the funds to fix the oven. I know it's been a while since that happened, but every time I turn it on, I think of you and Dave. That's how it is when people give you gifts, right? You remember them fondly when you think of it, and if you ever use a gift from somebody and you don't remember them fondly anymore, then you better get rid of that gift. Okay. I don't think we have any more dry spots, see? Now this is a new manuscript that I'm working on, but you're not going to know anything about this for a while because this is going to come out like around Valentine's. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But this is how early I'm starting. Let me wipe it out. I noticed Chef Ramsay wipe out everything before he uses it. I'm starting early because remember the last book, The Pantry Lay Bare? I started that recipe kind of late in the game. Not the recipe, the book. And it stressed me out for 5 weeks to get it done. So as I'm taping this, the books are being printed right now, and I expect these books to come before Joe's birthday on October 12th, but they may come super early because they are done with the cover and they say they're going to go into production this week on the book, so who knows. This recipe looks so good. It's smooth and silky. It's not overly thick, not too thin. Come on, let me go ahead and get it all out. So how are you guys doing, by the way? Are you staying safe? Are you watching your distance, wearing your mask, and washing your hands? I was watching this other YouTuber, and he was talking, I think he's a preacher or something, and he was talking about we should all go into our own personal lockdowns, meaning stop going to be in these people's backyard parties. I have a bunch of friends and family that's doing that. And they're like, well, we're wearing our mask and we take our temperature. I was like, girl, no, I'm not going to do that. No. I love you, family, but we can miss each other for 2020. That way when we get back together, it'll be even that more sweet, right? So look, you guys see it? I don't want to lean it, mess up my thing. I hope that this cake will come out of this tin because it says ungreased. Alright, so I have a feeling it's the kind of cake that you have to serve out of the tin and not invert it. Alright, so we're up to 240, and I'm going to be back when I'm putting it in the oven, okay? While I was waiting to cut the cake, guys, it's still a little bit warm to the touch, by the way. Joe started to make some wild rice. Oh my goodness, that's the grossest smelling thing you ever wanted to smell. Let's see, that's the back. Okay, it smells lightly cocoa. Here. I'm going to grab a little bit out of here because I want to set this piece back in because there's something that I want to do with this cake. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not clammy or too dense. It's not really super chocolatey. I still don't know what I'm going to call this cake. I'm getting all the crumbs. Jada thinks this cake is spongy enough for us to turn it into a tres leches chocolate cake. So you know what? I'm going to take my thumbnail picture and show you guys the cake as is, and if we turn it into tres leches, I'm going to show you that at the end. Alright, so let me go take my thumbnail. It tastes pretty good. Don't forget, guys, pre-order your books now. I feel like the books are going to come sooner than later, and if you pre-order and you get the bundle deal for 10% off, it's a great deal. You know, the deal ends when the pre-order ends. Alright, so then, you know, maybe later in the year we'll come back with another sale or something. But for right now, the deal is for the pre-orders. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, leave me a comment, and of course, share the video for me. Bye. Remember, guys, we are not purchasing this book, because if you do, the only people that are making money from the book sales are my ex-distributor, Amazon, and anybody else who sells books online. What I need for you guys to do is purchase this book. This is my book of Belizean recipes, 120 recipes inside. They're all easy, fun, simple, and you guys are going to enjoy them. Take a look inside the book.